Hey, chocolate pops. Um, Today the topic is gonna be love, detachment, and all those things. I know my first time doing a red love is going to get better. I promise. If you see this, got a little plus line, 717, girl, some things. Anyways, I need to be loud. I need to speak clear. I would say that I had my first boyfriend in the second grade, actually. Ooh, and then he played dirty games, honey. Ooh. But that was my little boo thing for a long time. So we got to middle school. When we got to middle school, grade, like 2 towns had collided as one. And in that, it came with, like, knowing different people you used to just see at, like, recreation games to, like, you know, y'all being in the same class together and stuff. So it's a little different. Watch your way, baby. That bus was not playing. These bus drivers here about some money do not play. Anyways, yeah. Move on to that. Move on from him. I go on to this one up 6th grade. I went on my first group date. And like that guy we was talking on Uber and stuff, and then the next guy was the one that I ended up, you know, doing things with the first time. Crazy. He was you know, he was new on the scene and doing that type of stuff too. So that was different, and it was an experience together. I think we kicked it for a few years, but like, you know, the typical on and off situation. And then fast forward to my next, that's my first real heartbreak. I had to be 9th grade, kind of going to 10th, in that summer weird stage. I mean, so many life lessons. I mean, I was the girlfriend, but he had multiple girlfriends. He ended up having a baby on me. That baby hurt my heart so bad I ended up moving counties by that. Same state. My mama gave me the option to whether if I wanted to stay with my grandma or move. I'm like, that boy hurt me so bad. He was one of the ones that used to pick me up for cheerleading. Got caught so many times sneaking out. Going to get my nails done during school with shopping stuff, tanning money. It was a time. My heart was broke real bad. Learned a lot of life lessons, a lot like stuff kids shouldn't go through, getting caught in the middle of school. Like, you know, what? Huh? Come pick me up. I gotta go now. A lot of older women telling you like, all right, look, girl, you see that, you'll find out. I was like, even my mom, like, you will see. First time my mama ever said she'll call the police. But moving on from him. Anyways, I always been like, when I would hear stuff like for him, I really did used to stay. But I think when I moved to Orangeburg, like my first heartbreak made me so ruthless that I did boys dirty. Like, I decided to lead with the truth, and the truth was, if I like someone else, like 9 times out of 10, like, I don't know how safe you are. Horrible, right? So yeah, my next guy was 10th grade. He used to come to my house. He was my first guy that like stayed the night and stuff like that. My mama was, I'm not gonna say she was like, my mom really was a cool mom, but I also was very mature, very responsible. So my mama trusted me a lot. So she knew I went in. She didn't know, but she felt like she raised me to her best of her ability, and I wouldn't do nothing like foolish. And anytime that I had company, I had to make sure that house was clean. Like, it was never none of that. Like, I had to learn, you want to be older, act older, you need to be doing older stuff. Like, you need to be carrying yourself like that. Like, you know. So it wasn't like I think that's also another reason why I date well now as an adult, because I had those experiences. Like, I was not sheltered or shielded from like what goes on in the real world. I put myself in situations, you know, that, you know, 9 times out of 10 an adult told me beforehand like what could go wrong or what could happen, but a hard head make a soft you know what I'm saying. Move on from that. Next, I got a boyfriend for senior year. High school, I needed a prom date. Got in a relationship. It was the worst ending of the school year. When I say lessons were learned, I went to college single. In college, I had this one guy. He was not my boyfriend, but so gone about. Anyways, COVID came around. Met this guy working at Family Dollar. He was just like a young guy. He's appeared outgoing, funny, caring, hardworking. When I got with him, he was a mama's boy. He was nasty. He was jealous. That was the first jealous man I've ever encountered. Men have been nasty, but he was like jealous. And a jealous man, that man want everything. He want to be you. And that's the scariest thing, to lay with a man that want to be you. Lay with a man that want to be you. It took me a while to like break that. It took me about a good 2 years, like a bunch of back and forth. We going to my mama house, staying with my brother. Like it was a bunch of stuff. Like why we couldn't get our own stuff. Like that's the type of conversations I had to start having with myself. And the real one of the reasons that like we didn't work out. He tried to like basically say my family had loved me. My family loved me more than I know. Like baby, I'm prayed over, protected. Like baby, they know I'm good. So that, and I went to court like 2 or 3 times about him. I remember the police officer said one day, all right, you keep letting him back, I don't know what it gonna be next time. Like, and I just felt so bad that day. I was just like, there's no way a police officer is telling me this. Like, there's nothing that you can do because I keep allowing him back in my life. And I'm like, regardless, no one should be treating me this way. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody this way. Like, and I should still feel protected every time. I need to act like it's the first time every time. And that's serious, you know? Moving on from him, I met it was a fling in college, but he was the fling that let me know like I actually like nice stuff. I like providers. It didn't last long. It was a few months, but it was a summer after I had left that guy because trucks had like scared me for a long time. Like the vroom, and in the South, like it's so many of those that sound and stuff. So I was scared, but I was happy that he did come along. That's why I'm including him on this journey. The next guy would be my ex-boyfriend that I just broke up with of almost 3 years. So the first year it was nice. Like we stayed together on campus. We got to know each other in like that, no responsibility for real stage, but responsibility a little bit. Like we had responsibility to what we wanted to have responsibility to. It was really cool. It was a lot, and I felt like I knew we came from 2 different backgrounds. That's why I thought we kind of had worked well. But being that some things you just learn in the field. Like everybody is raised a different way. I'm a black woman in America. Like I'm not saying that it's like super duper 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 hard for us, but you have to adapt, and if you don't know how to adapt, you will fail. And I've never been a failure, so I learned to adapt, and I learned to share, and I learned to work as a team. And not everybody has to do that. Not everybody is the only child, but they can have siblings and still behave and be and have mannerisms as the only child. And I'm not saying only children are like selfish or anything. I'm more so saying like, if you could imagine an only child that didn't have to share or talk about things, or really even have to look back on their life yet, because we all have a moment where we look back and we want to either heal, grow, or learn something from it, like revisit it or whatever, because it happens. As much as you try to push things down, like there will be a point where you have to revisit it, and that's going to be confront the hard thing. That's going to be the most challenging part. Lying about finances is my first, we lived together in a real house. So the second year we did long distance. He was in DC and I was in South Carolina. And then the 3rd year we moved in together, and hiding finances was a big no-no for me. I felt alone most of the time. I did not like feeling alone, especially being that I was far away from my family. Another thing would have to be, we stopped dating. I end up meeting this guy I would say, quote unquote, the love of my life. I like literally fell for him in 24 hours, I would say. Yeah, real life. We danced around, and like he would make me breakfast whenever I was in his presence. He would make sure I left him with gas in my tank. He would make sure that I had gas in my tank, like garden stuff for me to garden, if I wanted to garden. What else? We would laugh, we would joke, we would rap together. Late night adventures. I mean, first time in a casino with the guy. I felt like protected, good, healthy guy, just so handsome. But like, yeah, that matters, but it don't matter that much to me. Like, I genuinely look for stability, and I look for somebody that's checking on me consistently, knowing I'm living alone. I'm looking for somebody that, you know, can stick through to what they say to me, or, you know, don't act like, you know, you want to and you really don't, you know. So yeah, so now at this moment in time, I'm just really figuring it out, because I think I know exactly what I want. I'm not in the business of dating for fun. I don't just date for fun. Either you are being a sweetheart to me, you are providing, you are doing the damn thing, and I know there is an engagement soon, or we're not talking. I'm not dating you for fun. I'm not trying to vibe with you. If anything, we can vibe later on, but you need to know I'm the one for you. It does basically sums up my like love life and how I got to where I'm at. I really did not talk about the detachment part, because I really and truly give myself a few days to grieve situations where love is involved, because love ain't the only thing. Like, love do it, but love don't do it all the time, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you need more than love, because these bills still got to get paid. These emotions still need to be in check. Like, I still need to be made to feel good. I still need that reassurance. Like, it's not just about love. I can love somebody all day and not respect them. Respect is a must for me. Okay. Y'all see, that's a promise about how the people be driving around here. I'll be gabbing them. Oh wait, take a breath, take a second. Like, is it safe? It's safe. Let me go. But yeah, I'm a wife. Radiant cut engagement ring, something small, because I want my marriage to last. I want to know that it's not just, I just don't want to have a wedding. I want to have something meaningful. Can't wait to be a mom. Love will come, but right now, you know, I need a man to come in and take me, all of me. I don't want to think, be the leader, be the head, and not the tail. And in everything that I do, I hope you guys do God, because I haven't left a man and got with, you know, worse. You know, it just keeps getting better and better. buy chocolate pops. Be blessed.